I'm here at Shawmash Park today because I'm expecting a visitor. The Mayor of South Dublin County Council, Alan Edge, will join us shortly. But funny enough, just as I mentioned that, I see somebody else coming along. Here's John Kybert with his beautiful dog. Not so sure Alex wants to come with John, but there you go. That's animals for you. You know what they say? Never work with children and animals. Hi John.
Hello.
I think
How are you, Michael?
you'll be glad to be here because I'm expecting a visitor.
Okay, who are you expecting?
Councillor Alan Edge, our beloved mayor, is
Mayor.
coming along to have a chat with us. Well, with me, but hopefully he won't be too disappointed to see you. And here he comes, in his official capacity, with the chain and all. And I've got a surprise for the mayor. John Kybert has turned up as well, so
The very man.
we'll both have a chat with you.
Fantastic. Look forward to it. This is looking a bit good, isn't it? Isn't it?
It's one of those things, Alan. You have an idea, you're hopeful, and then when it turns out to be reality,
It's just a lovely thing.
Now the funny thing is, folks, they're standing here chatting away about a stepping stone forest. The very first one that was planted here in Shawmash Park, and it's right behind me, so I'm going to turn around and let you see just how well it's progressing after just over a year and a half. And there you go. That biggest tree in the middle there is now 15 feet tall, believe it or not. Alan, firstly I have to ask you, before we get into the main conversation, how do you manage, as one of the busiest people in the county, as the mayor, how do you get time to take part in litter mugs and Dodder Action's regular cleanups?
Well, to be fair, it's actually usually a kind of break for me when I get to take part in the cleanups and the tree planting, because I find it hugely not restful exactly, but kind of therapeutic. So it's a joy to do it. Now I'm not out in as many cleanups as I used to be, and that is just because my weekends tend to be quite tied up with council business. But whenever I can, and maybe when the weather's nice now, I've become a little bit of a fair weather litter picker and tree planter. But I love to get out and I love to do it. It's fantastic.
Now let's get on to the more serious stuff. I know that there's a new climate action plan. Would you like to fill us in on the details? Well, not necessarily all the details, but give us an outline of the new action plan.
Sure, absolutely. So there's a draft climate action plan out for consultation at the moment, and I'd really urge everybody to get involved. So we had a fantastic event in the Edge Cafe in Tallaght the other day, where representatives of the various departments which feed into that action plan, that draft action plan, were there to talk with members of the public and just talk through concerns with them. So I mean, it covers a huge range of issues: flood alleviation, kind of water quality, the projects we've been doing in terms of the wetlands, as well as the projects that they've been doing with Dublin Urban Rivers to try and diagnose misconnections of foul water to improve our water quality, right down to retrofitting homes, how that's going to be rolled out. There's fantastic resources now available in our libraries to help people to look at their energy consumption and find ways to reduce it. So you can go into any library in South Dublin and request one of these kits, and you can take it home and you can look at how your energy usage is, how much it's costing you, and how energy efficient it is. So the draft climate action plan covers a whole range of areas, and it basically ensures that we are meeting the demands placed on us by national and international regulations and legislation. And so it's a vast piece of work. There's a huge amount of work gone into it, and it's really important. This is a lovely way for members of the public to engage with it and to actually see the people who are drafting these policies and speak to them and talk through any concerns with them. So we've had the Tallaght event, we've got several others coming up. There's one in Lucan, I know, there's one in Clondalkin coming up. So I would urge everybody to go along, even just for half an hour. And if you have a particular concern, you can discuss it and maybe hopefully then make a submission.
Now, Alan, I want to expand on what we spoke about a couple of minutes ago with John Kybert, the Stepping Stone Forest Programme. Now, you've been involved in that since almost the beginning. You have physically gotten in, dug holes, planted trees, prepared the ground. Tell me how important you think that program is.
Oh, it's so important. I mean, it's been a real game changer, I think, for the county. And we're so lucky to have John and the amazing team of volunteers. You know, I include you in that, of course. And I think when John mentioned it to me, I thought, wow, this is really exciting. But I wonder, could we get everyone on board? You know, because he pitched it so well. And I was really delighted to see the extent to which the council did engage and local communities did engage with it, because it's just a fantastic initiative. The idea of pocket forests throughout the county, obviously providing a fantastic link for biodiversity, and also just improving our air, improving our amenity, and it's something that the community can get involved with and actually do something constructive. Because I think, certainly for me, in terms of rolling up the sleeves and actually getting involved, it's much better than sitting at home looking at the news, looking at all the terrible impacts of climate change that we're now in the midst of, and actually getting out there and doing something is the best approach, I think. And I think that goes across all demographics, and we've certainly seen people from all walks of life and all different ages taking part as volunteers in the Stepping Stones Forest. So it's a wonderful initiative. I can't speak too highly of it, and John's a wonderful guy. We're lucky to have him.
Why don't we get a little update from John?
I think that's a great idea.
Now, folks, as you can see, John has arrived again, and he's going to give our first citizen an update on how the Stepping Stone Forest program is coming along.
Okay, well, it's been a little bit slow going, getting going this year, but we're beginning to motor now. We're finding sites, we're getting schools. We're doing a big one in Dodder Valley Park, which I think you're going to be
there,
residing at and maybe doing some work. And that's really going to kickstart things for this season. We're going to start off with, I think this time it's going to be 3,000 trees.
Wow. Okay.
3,000.
Don't do things by halves.
Well, it was kind of lumped on me by the guys in the council, but I'm delighted to take it on. You know, 3,000 more trees in the ground is just, it's sensational, yeah. I mean, the most we've ever done is 1,200. There's 900 here. That was the first one. So we're moving things along quite nicely.
And remind us what the target is, John.
The target is 25,000 in the current year. So, you know, it's going to be a stretch. I think we'll do it.
Yeah.
Just need to find the appropriate sites. And we're trying to convert this stuff that's under our feet, simple lawn that provides hardly any biodiversity value into this. And that's less than 2 years old.
Incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Less than 2 years.
Yeah. I mean, look at the height of those willows and the alder trees. I mean, that tree there. More? Yeah, absolutely. And the willows are even.
And it's all thriving. There's nothing in there that looks...
You know, here's an interesting thing. Kent County Council did an experiment between, they planted something like this and a traditional forest planted traditionally with the kind of stakes and all that kind of stuff. The one that they did on this side, like using this method, wasn't touched by the bandits at all.
Yeah.
Every one of the trees that had a stake had, I'm a target.
Yeah.
You know, and they got vandalized. So, I mean, you can see there's no evidence of anything here, but I mean, we have trees on the far side, which were stakes, and unfortunately they got taken out, and nobody pays a blind bit of difference to these, and they're just thriving.
But this is part of the logic as well, John, isn't it? So that everything is planted very close together.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that has its... there's reasons for that in terms of the project itself, but it also means people can't get in and upset it. Correct. It's actually left alone.
The only objection I've ever heard in relation to Stepping Stone Forest and the mini woodlands is that it will attract antisocial behaviour. Now, I don't believe that that's a reason for not planting trees. That's a different societal issue that needs to be dealt with in a different way. But however, these are almost impenetrable, so nobody could really be lurking in there. But certainly in another year's time, nobody will be in there. And it's just brilliant for biodiversity. I was just watching a robin and a wren just popping around inside there.
Wonderful.
You know, fantastic.
By the way, folks, Alan is quite a nice guy. He doesn't want to be called Mr. Mayor or anything else. He's happy with Alan. And I have to say,
worse.
He's been a good friend for both myself and John and the whole project. Just wrap it up for us, Alan, please, if you would.
Just to say, really, that this is this is just a perfect example of community action. You know, they say all politics is local. Really, in terms of climate change, it's all local as well, because it really is about individuals and small groups improving things in their community. And if that's replicated the world over, that's the only way we're going to meet the challenges that we're facing. And this is the perfect example of it.
Thanks for watching Wildlife Wednesday, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you're so inclined. For now, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.